Be honest, when was the last time you admitted you were actually scared? Not joking scared, not fake scared, like actually. Because I asked people this in real life and the answers are not the same depending on who I asked. So this video is about fear, but not just fear. It's about how guys and girls experience it differently, or at least show it differently, and how people are way more honest when nobody's watching. Everyone feels fear, but gender expectations change how we express it, and that can affect how we see ourselves and other people. So first, I went around my school and asked people a simple question.
Hi, good morning. Can you please introduce yourself? Hi, my name is Layla.
I'm Eden Huang.
My name is Jen Amna.
I'm Ernesto Gonzalez.
Hi, my name is Nathan.
Hi, I'm Karen.
My name is Bradford Hunter.
My name is Venetia.
So I have one question for you. What are you most scared of?
Oh, that's a good question. Honestly, I'm not really scared of. I'm not really scared of
Really?
anything.
Like failure or like academics?
No, not really. Maybe like a fear of heights, but that's it.
I'd say the future.
The future?
Yeah.
Like explain.
I guess the uncertainty of my career, what I need to do for college, all the expenses.
Yeah.
I'd probably say I'm most scared of not really amounting to anything, like not really accomplishing anything meaningful.
Like
in my life.
academics or
I feel like academics or like career-wise or family, like financially.
I'm most scared of the dark.
Actually, this is very interesting because I'm sort of afraid of forgetting things. Because, like, I would remember stuff, then I would instantly forget it. And plus, like, the topic of dementia is, like, it's sort of scary to me. Sometimes I've heard stories about these parents and, like, they develop dementia and Alzheimer's. And they...
parents have one?
No, they're like 50. But like you dementia, well, you develop dementia older in life. But these parents, like, they ended up forgetting their children, and it's sort of scary and heartbreaking to hear that these people that you've known your entire life, that they don't remember you at all. And so that's like, you've known them your entire life, but they've only known you a part of your life, but they don't remember you in the slightest bit. So I think that's somewhat scary, and I think that's probably my biggest fear. So that's why I always try to document important moments or key events in my life so that I can look back on it and just remember what I was doing in the past, because I just want to look back and see, even if it's very mundane or trivial, I would like to go back and see what I was doing at this time. So
I think other people can relate. They have the same fear.
I think so too, because people, they often, I think they regret not like taking enough pictures or documenting their past. So I do feel like it's a relatable experience to not want to forget this important moment in your life.
You always say this. I don't know why you're.
I am most scared of heights.
I'm not scared of it.
Honestly, I'm not really scared of nothing. It might be like kind of like funny to say, but I'm really not really scared of nothing. Probably the most scary thing I'm scared of, probably like little bugs or something like that.
One thing I noticed about this interview is how girls actually said what they're scared of, like fear of darkness, fear of height, and stuff like that. While the guys either just said nothing or just laughed about it. And I don't think that means they're not scared. I think they're just not open about talking about those stuff and they just don't say it. So I looked into why that even happens. According to the Favorable Psychology Review, gender roles, published in 2025, gender roles are defined as the societal expectations and norms that define how individuals should behave, think, and feel based on their assigned sex. So basically, society already decides how men and women are supposed to act, and that includes how they often show fear. Also, in her TED Talk titled The Power of Vulnerability from 2010, Brené Brown explains how vulnerability is deeply connected to fear and shame.
And so I said, here's the thing, I'm struggling. And she said, what's the struggle? And I said, well, I have a vulnerability issue, And, and I know that vulnerability is kind of the core of shame and fear and our struggle for worthiness, but it appears that it's also the birthplace of joy, of creativity, of belonging, of love.
She basically explains that vulnerability is something people are afraid of, even though it's necessary. And for a lot of guys, they're taught to avoid that completely. So instead of saying that they are scared, they just hide it. So it's not that fear is different, it's how people are allowed to show it. And so I did something different. I made an anonymous poll. If you're watching this right now, scan this QR code and answer the questions. Be honest, nobody's gonna know that it's you. So in this poll, I asked, are you scared of something but don't show it? It can be either fear of abandonment, fear of failing academics, fear of the failure. And these are the results I got from the poll I took in advance. As you can see, way more people said yes, so people are scared. They just don't say it out loud. According to Cognition Today, in their article titled Online Disinhibition Effect, Why We Express More Online, when people are online with anonymity, they feel less vulnerable and more willing to share honestly. Additionally, people feel gutsy, less scared, and more motivated to take risks because of that. And that literally explains my results. When people didn't have their name attached, they were way more honest. So all of this I did at my school in Pearland. These are people I see every day, and even here people still hide fear. For me, this topic actually made me think a lot more about how I understand people and myself. Before this project, I kind of thought fear was something people either showed or didn't show, and that was just it. But after researching and doing the poll, I realized it's more complicated than that. People don't just choose to hide fear. A lot of the time, it's because of how they've been taught to act, and that made me reflect on how I see people around me. I feel like now I pay more attention to what people don't say instead of just what they say. It also made me think about how I express my own feelings, like whether I'm actually being honest with myself or just trying to seem a certain way. And overall, my understanding changed from thinking fear was something simple to realizing it's something people deal with in really different ways. This topic made me aware of how important it is to be real about how we feel instead of just hiding it. If you have ever felt scared but didn't say it, you're obviously not the only one. Start being honest about it, talk to someone, or even just admit it to yourself. Use #FearIsDifferent on TikTok and Instagram and actually say what you are afraid of, because fear doesn't just go away when you hide it or don't ever talk about it. It just changes how you live.